Right then, how we doing, everybody? Sam here, United People's TV. Sorry I was a little bit late. I'm trying to get as much information on this as I can before I went live. I hope I can do it a little bit of justice, but there have been reports tonight coming out of Qatar of the success of the Qatari bid. And what's happened is the markets have reacted. There has been quite a significant stock spike in Manchester United shares in after hours trading. What I'm going to try and do is run through what's happened, explain what we know, what we don't know. Of course, there's plenty of speculation around this, as is the case until Manchester United give the official statement. And I wouldn't normally do a reaction like this, but it's the spike in the share price which has piqued my interest, which something is happening. Somebody, after hours, trade-wise, is reacting to this news. Let's run through it. I will try and, as I said, do it as much justice as I possibly can. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. This is a live, evolving situation, and I will try my best, okay? But the stories have come from, is it Al Watan? I think it's Al Watan, a Qatari-based newspaper here. And this came out at what time? 20 to 8. Early this evening, saying this: the success of the Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani in his acquisition of Manchester United. There will be an announcement soon. This is the only thing that we've got there, right? And the thing that I find curious about that is if you go onto the actual website itself, nothing. If you go onto the sports section of the Al Watan website, there's nothing. So it feels like it's kind of only just being based off the back of this one tweet, which would be a very weak reason to cause such a spike, but it has caused either that has caused a spike or something else behind the scenes is causing a spike, because this is Manchester United's stock price, and this is the story here. All right, this is the part that I'm finding interesting. You'll know full well. I've covered this on United People's TV. I can go back through it now. I'll get it prepared for the live morning show. But Manchester United's stock price has massively reacted to the news that's happened throughout this whole saga. From the initial reports of the first JBJ bid, huge spike happened then. Then reports from ESPN, I remember it, a Mark Ogden article, that the Glazers were considering staying. It was a huge dip. And then when the third JBJ bid went in, it spiked again. You can see here after hours, there has been a significant spike from earlier trading prices around about the $20 mark. You can see there it's gone up nearly 15%. Nearly 15%. That is some jump. So somebody is reacting, and it's going to be the traders, all right? What I'm going to do now is pull up a couple of tweets from Faisal Islam. He's the economic editor of the BBC, because he will know a little bit more about it than I will. But for me, as a non-financial expert looking at this, that's a big, that's a reaction. And that's why I'm live here and direct with you. Let me pull up the chat, and I don't want to miss anything here. No doubt it's going to be a busy show. And this is going to be a very busy week for Manchester United. It could be the week. It's the week that we're being told that we're going to find out about who Manchester United's new owners are. And look at that, man. Look at this. I love this. Oh, Vicky, I see you there, Vicky. I haven't seen you there in a while. Vicky, Rotham, and Sigmund, all three of you. I'm sure there's going to be loads of regular new faces here, but this community is so amazing that it gives memberships to other people. I'm going to give it a little tiny tickle there because it's late at night. People are sleeping. We've got teachers sleeping. Right. But 15%. This is what Faisal Islam is saying about it. He goes, look, our latest on this when we recorded this morning, when I said it felt like we were in the end game and it was heading the way of the Qataris. Also following up on this now, share spike is still going up around about 16% since trading closed. According to Market Watch, it's around about 190,000 shares trading, so worth around about $4 million. He said it's thin trade, so not a huge amount of shares, but excitable for after-hour shares. And that somebody is being told something. Either there are two causes for this, I would say. Number one, that these reports are correct. They seem a little bit thin. As I said, the fact that it's not on the actual Al Watan. I've seen reports as well that Al Watan, the newspaper, is part owned by Sheikh Jassim's dad. But curiously, and I'm not sure if I'm going mad here. No, that's the wrong one. Let me pull this up. There it is. There, yeah. One second. I was looking at the wrong page. My bad. So if you go onto their wiki, the Al Watan from newspaper from Qatar, you can see over there that the owner is down as Hamad bin Jassim Al Thani. I will reiterate that it's not on their website. It's not on the sports section of the website. This seems to be coming off the back of one tweet, but it's curious, of course, that Hamad bin Jassim Al Thani owns the newspaper, or at least partly owns the newspaper. There's a couple of you that are joined in members as well. Nice to see people joining in. And there's going to be so many new faces here because I don't normally go live at 11:15, do I? Chris, nice to see you there joining. Who else is joining in as well? MC Wardy, how you doing, buddy? Let me know where you're both watching from. I'll try and give as many shout outs as I can throughout the show. But it's going to be what do you all think? Right? What do you all think? Anthony, you're down there saying maybe it's tomorrow's news leaked. That's what I'm saying. This is either just another reaction to news that's come out. And as I've explained, there are 3 or 4 different examples of this happening throughout this whole process. I explained what they were earlier. And I will do this in a bit more detail in the morning, but because this is live and happening right now, I'm going to quickly see if there's any updates as it goes on. I want your feelings and your reactions on it. Whether you think this is just a sort, I don't know, like not an exaggeration, but an overreaction more than anything. I don't know. What are we saying down there? Gary, you think it's finally happening? I'm sure plenty of you would have watched my video earlier. I'll speak about that in a bit more detail in the morning. It feels like this is the end game this week. Faisal there for the economic editor for the BBC. He's used the words end game as well. I mean, look, it's been 7 months, ladies and gents. 7 months that we've sort of had to sort of to and fro and in and out, speculation here, speculation there. But that's one heck of a spike. And you can see it's going down, it's going up again. It's not just got a vertical spike upwards and a vertical spike downwards. It's settling, and it's an interesting situation. Anthony saying, wake Ben Jacobs up and bring him on. He probably would, actually. I reckon Ben Jacobs is actually awake. Johan, nice to see you there joining as well. Is this news for real? As I said, to reiterate, there's going to be plenty of people that are joining in now. Somebody saying it can't just be exaggerated, says one ton. Hey, look, it could be, all right? It could be. And that's why I've been very careful with how I've put this on the thumbnail, put this on the title, and put this down there as well. It's the stock spike that I would say is the big story here. I don't particularly think that these reports here are strong. If it was just these reports, I wouldn't have come here live at this time of night. But I did because of that share spike. And that stock spike means it's behind the scenes, traders after hours, they're deciding, or they've been told, and that's where you just get down to speculation. Something's happening. It kind of points towards it, if you ask me. But that is not an informed, financially astute opinion. It certainly matches up. What we all saying in the comments. Abraham, nice to see you there joining as a member. Somebody said go and get the coffee on. Brian, you're saying the stop price wouldn't lie. Yeah, the stop price doesn't lie. And that I said that's what's brought me here live at this time. Mo, you're saying this super chat is for the overtime. Hey man, I think there's going to be there's going to be a lot of overtime coming this week in the next couple of weeks. It's been very, very busy, isn't it? Miles, yeah, exactly. I wouldn't say it's strange. It's just something there is happening. For it to spike 14% after hours. Now there's going to be, as I said, I've already ran through that. What Faisal said. It's not a significant amount of, given how many shares are available and the market capitalization of Manchester United, how much millions and millions of dollars of worth of shares there are. 4 million is quite small, but it's still significant and significant enough that has happened. 15%. Carl, you're saying announcement in the next 24 hours. Hey, we don't know about dates and times yet, but given that we all wanted this week to be the week where we got confirmation, where we got, whether it's Sheikh Jassim or whether it's Jim Ratcliffe, we got confirmation and we stopped this speculation. For this to happen on a Monday falls in line with that. It falls in line with the fact that maybe by Friday we will know. There will be a name. JDM, you're saying, could it be possible that the Glazers are inflating before selling their shares? Hey, like I've put this in the WhatsApp group with the lads to go to the games with, and it was an immediate reaction there from a couple of them. And you really wouldn't put it past them, would you? Somebody's been told something. I mean, I would say that, traders wouldn't just do that. But I remember, right? Let me pull this up for you here, right? ESPN Glazers considering staying. It was written by Mark Ogden, and we can find out the exact date, right? Is that it here? Here we go. And I can show you that what I've got a point here that I want to make. All right. I know I waffle sometimes, but I've got a point here I want to make. So we look here, and this was the article written by Mark Ogden on April the 17th, right? April the 17th. Joel and Abraham Glazer are increasingly confident of securing the outside investment that will enable them to remain as Manchester United owners. I remember having this conversation, and yeah, it wasn't particularly good. But April the 17th, right? We go over here to look at the stock price. We look at the past 6 months. 6 months? 3 months. We go here. We scroll back, and we see what happened on that day there. Where was it? I'm looking at the wrong days. Idiot. Where's my dates? April 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is it that one there? Yeah, there's the drop there. I need to be a little bit tighter. I'm going a little bit further. Damn it. I can't seem to get it up on screen for you. But you can see that drop there. That vertical drop downwards was caused by this one article from Mark Ogden saying that the Glazers were considering staying. So as much as I want to say that this feels like it might not just be a reaction to one piece of news, it could well be. It could well be, because it was before with that Mark Ogden article and that dip that happened there. But look at that vertical spike. That's a big spike. I don't think that's the biggest spike we've had. If we go over here, I think the initial spike, yeah, that was when the first bid came in, I think. Went up to 27, I think the peak has been, isn't it? Thereabouts. Right, and I'm going to see what you're saying in the comments here. As I said, I'm reacting to this as you're reacting to it. I'm trying to give a little bit of factual information on it. But that's something. Something's happening there. Something is happening there. Spence, you're saying 2 lives in a space of about 12 hours. You're a machine. Hey, look, I feel very privileged to be able to have this as it's my job now. I love doing this. I love doing it with you. I sat there earlier for about 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm like, is that enough to do it? Because I keep saying here on the United People, I don't want to feed hysteria. I think that's the wrong thing to do. Wouldn't be a responsible thing to do. But it's that spike. It's that spike. People are saying that there's other newspapers reporting it now. Let's quickly keep on top of it and see what's being said. If you see anything that's happening, you can let me know. I will try and react and bring it up on screen if I can. Let's see what's going on here. Right. What's this? This is just the Mirror covering everything that we've covered here, right? Right. This is just the Mirror covering what we've just discussed. I don't even know who Felix Keith is. Sheikh Jassim has apparently been successful with his bid to buy Manchester United. Exactly like that. That's nothing. The Mirror aren't reporting it. The Mirror is just covering what I've done here. Adam, Sam, you don't half drag out some information. It's almost, Adam, like I've got 12 tabs open there, 16 tabs open there. I'm trying to have a conversation with you here whilst I'm trying to read comments down there. It's almost like there's quite a few things going on upstairs. People are mad. People are mad. I don't know. You can't do anything right. Ibrahim, you're saying glaze out, mate. That glazed out party. That's going to be an absolute belter of a party. That will be an absolute belter. Probably bigger than that NAF parade. That's what I'll say. Anyway, who's mentioning that? Who's mentioning that? We don't mention that P word. Nathan, you gifted 5 memberships as well. Love this community, man. Being very gentle. Very, very gentle. Jason, how dare you bring us the news? I know. It's not that easy. It really is not that easy. I'll read your comments out now. I'll leave it on this one for a minute or two. I'm going to go down here. What do you think could cause that? What do you think could cause that? 14% spike. It's a big old spike. And I know that even if the amount of trades that are happening is not seismic, I don't know about it. Stu, you're saying when it happens, oh man, that parade, when it happens, it's going to be ridiculous. Stephen, you're saying you're genuinely torn and nervous as hell. Well, I think everybody can sort of understand where I feel on that. I'm sure you watched that video I did earlier today. So many people keep asking me, Sam, what's your position? What's your position? And you know full well that I've been sort of like sat on the fence. I've spoken about it in a bit more detail now. All right. So you can, if you want to know my opinion on that, you can go and read that. But I won't be particularly going into it too much. Let me see what else is being said down here. No, nothing else has really happened past that point. Wow, look at that. Someone's just sent Canad. You just sent a super chat like that. Thank you very much, dude. You're saying thank you for the good work over the season. Hey, look, I love what I do. You know that. I love the community we built. And I can't wait for us to have new owners to be looking to the future with Eric Ten Hag, with a set of owners who have the same ambition as he does. Yusuf, you joined there as a member as well. And let me see what you're saying down there in comments then. Quite a few people are telling me to check a certain individual. So let me quickly check this. See if they're lying. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why people. Right. What's the point? What's the point, Will? What's the point? I'm here trying to do a good job. You make the job harder by lying to me. Therefore, I'll look at the comments less. It'll be less interactive. I mean, what do you want? What do you want, people? Well, some people just want to troll. I'll tell you what, the trolls have got me more so in this last week or so than I think ever before. Don't know why. I think it's because I'm on the edge. I think we're all kind of on the edge, aren't we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Austin didn't tweet. What are we saying down here in the comments? MC Wardy saying, I don't want any of them really. Does anyone here have a few quid lying around to buy it? Jeez. I've made my opinion clear, man. On there's not a perfect situation. Maybe there isn't a perfect situation overall, but I don't like it. Tom, you're saying, could this be linked to the Mbappe not signing a new contract with PSG? Hey, look, you mentioned it there. I'll cover this in more detail in the morning show, right? But ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for one of the probably biggest transfer circus sagas, whatever you want to call it. Mbappe to United this summer now is going to be like, it's going to be like Frankie de Jong on steroids. Do I think that we'll sign Mbappe? No. I think he'll go Real Madrid. Right? But expect it to be what, and maybe this is the cause. Maybe a little combination of that story coming out of a Qatari newspaper and confirmation from Fabrizio Romano and from from the Quip anyway, that Mbappe, he's not going to sign his contract extension, which means that if Mbappe doesn't sign a new deal this summer, which clearly he's not going to, then he's going to leave for free next summer. And that's not going to happen. I mean, it's almost like Real Madrid have got a Benzema-sized hole to fill this summer. I mean, Mbappe to Madrid, man, surely. Surely that is an absolute done deal, which of course means no Harry Kane option there, which of course could actually help Manchester United. You never know. You never know how it's going to work. Do you think that story is going to sort of catch fire? Because I think it will. A little bit more detail on it from Fabrizio Romano saying, crucial point on Mbappe. As mentioned before, PSG do not consider it an option to lose him as a free agent in June. So it's either he's got to sign a new deal or he is available on the market right now. And as my gut instinct tells me that it's Mbappe to Real Madrid. But I guarantee you that there's going to be some mad stories. That it is going to be, especially if Sheikh Jassim is indeed successful. I mean, that link is just there, written for the newspapers. The headlines write themselves, don't they? Mbappe's leaving PSG in the same summer that if it goes down that route, that Manchester United get bought by Qatari owners. They're going to link those two together. I have no idea how we would be able to afford. I don't think it's even possible that we'd be able to afford him from an FFP perspective. But expect the stories to come out. Fatty, man, thank you so much. You're a legend. I get annoyed sometimes. Hey, look, I get annoyed sometimes. It's only this last the only 2 times I feel like I've sort of lost my composure whilst doing this job with you guys is over the Greenwood situation. I don't think I lost my composure of the Greenwood situation, but that was tough. That was really tough to cover all that. And also, as it transpires now towards the end of this, and hopefully it is the end of this takeover situation, it's kind of, it's stretched us all, isn't it? It really has. Jamie, Sheikh Jassim has retweeted a rumor on Twitter stating his bid has been successful. Surely he would do that. He would not do that if it was not true. He would do that. I don't even think, has he got a Twitter account? Mate, I don't even trust Twitter anymore. Jonathan, you're saying, how much do you think? Okay, right. There's a question. I love to do these engaging questions. Mbappe's not signing a contract at Madrid. Mbappe's not signing a contract with PSG. How much does he go for this summer? What was it that PSG were offered from Real Madrid before when he had 1 year? He had 1 year left on his deal. Is this the exact same situation again? Has 1 year left on his deal? I think it was like 150 mil, wasn't it? Something like that. I swear it was 150 mil. Was it 200 mil? I don't know. My God. My word. It is. We can't afford him. Won't stop the papers, though. Won't stop the papers. I mean, we all knew that this summer was going to be, as I said, that is a Frankie de Jong on steroids situation. Everyone's saying it was 150 mil, 169 mil. It was somewhere between 150 and 200 mil. It was a lot. Would I like Mbappe? It's a rhetorical question. I also kind of think it's a rhetorical question which club he'd join. I think that he'd go to Real Madrid. Surely he would be going to Real Madrid. Oh, wow. Someone gifted some memberships there. Let me not miss this. I hate when I miss them. Rakesh, you legend, gifting 10 memberships. Thank you so much, man. Let's have a quick look at what the stock price is doing now. We've given it a few minutes to settle. Maybe something's changed. Kidaki, that's a good website. What is going on here? What? Still, nearly 15%. That's not dipped back down massively. This is really, really, really intriguing is the way I would call it. As I said, I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have done this stream normally if it wasn't for that share price. That share price was the reason I did it, more so than the reports themselves. Damo, he's drinking on a Monday. Qatar by United. Maguire and 50 mil. Done. Easy. Surely that is a deal that they would accept. Is Mbappe on $1 million? Mate, Mbappe's on $1 million a week. Oh my God. It's going to be really hard to keep on top of everything this summer. I'm going to need a bigger board. Everyone said I needed a bigger board. We're going to have to get Mbappe's name up there. Sarab, you're saying you hope this is true. The saga's been exhausting. Just want to get back to being excited and mostly disappointed about the transfer window. You're not the only one there, dude. Jonathan, you're saying the New York Stock Exchange is closed yet, and that's what makes it interesting. And that is probably what makes it more interesting because this is just traders. This isn't the public coming and this isn't like, say you own, like, I don't know, 10 grand's worth of United shares right now. You couldn't just go there and go and then sell. So that's the most interesting part. Exactly what Chris is saying down there. This could well be traders moving in anticipation to get in as quickly as possible before the spike that they know is coming tomorrow. That's what a lot of people will be, I suppose, hoping for. Certainly, something's happening behind the scenes. Let me see if anything else is being reported here. I don't want to keep you up all night. I also don't want to be up all night. A long time since I've done an all-nighter. I shouldn't be doing them anymore. Let me see what's being said here. What's he saying there? This is a little bit more detail from. I pulled up Faisal Islam's tweets from earlier. The BBC economics editor. This is what he's been saying here. My colleague Simon Stoney spoke to the PSG boss El Khelaifah in Istanbul, who denied any interest in United. But my read on the story was that it confirmed that the Glazers were trying all methods to squeeze the Jassim bid. Well, I wouldn't say that's particularly new information there. Nah, that's not particularly new. But this is new. And this is why I came here live, right? I was a much shorter suite than normal. There's so many new faces here. It would be a privilege if you subscribed and became part of United People's TV community. I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. where I imagine there's going to be a lot more information. I tried my hardest to, as I said, it's not just about bringing you a story and reacting to it and not kind of looking through. I try as much as I possibly can in real time. Sometimes I drag it out, but it's hard. It is hard, actually. You should try it sometime. Multitasking is not the easiest thing in the world. Big up to everybody. Sleep well. I'll be here at 10 in the morning with my usual live show. Johnny's saying, can we expect a late start tomorrow? No, I'll be there at 10:03. Don't worry about that. Something's happening. That's what and this is just what I feel in my gut. Something's happening there. And it feels like feels just a little bit more than just reacting to a bit of news. I suppose we'll find out in the morning, eh? Sleep well. Much love. See you soon.